is where the last video ended, with the demolition of the 175 feet staircase tower on the shores of Vordingborg. 4 weeks since the last demolition, it's now time for the main silo to go down. Despite all the precautions prior to the demolition, the outcome was not as expected, as you would see later in this video, along with some detailed footage from the blast. The footage I recorded has not been released to the public yet, and quite a few journalists has tried to get their hands on it. But I guess they have to subscribe to my channel to see it, because you guys have first seats. But before we watch it, let's roll that intro. The day of the demolition, that was a crazy day, and I had to rush home from work. But I managed to be on location for some 4 PM action with my GoPro, DSLR and Mavic Air. I wanted to make sure that I could cover this event from multiple angles. I took the Mavic Air for a spin, capturing some footage of the silo preparation and the beautiful area around Vordingborg Harbor in the southern part of Denmark. No wonder this site is very attractive for new building projects that close to the waterfront. If you watched my last video from the staircase demolition, you would recognize the principle described, where big parts of the base have been carved away, only leaving enough material to support the building. With a task this size, the local demolition company has hired a team of demolition engineers to make calculations how the building and where the building should be weakened to fall in the planned direction. The weakening point of the structure has been positioned much higher compared to the staircase, because of the doors in the base of the silo. The amount of explosives are increased from 7 to 20 pounds for this demolition, so the blast will definitely be a lot bigger this time. Support legs are covered with wire fence, demolition blankets, rubber mats to prevent fractions from spreading during the blast. Around 4 PM I learned the demolition was delayed minimum 35 to 45 minutes, because some residents in a nearby building refused to leave the premises, so the police was notified. Making things even worse, 2 ships decided to approach from the seaside, aiming for prime siege, adding further to the delay while the police was handling this. 5 minutes before detonation, the Mavic Air was airborne and all cameras were rolling. We were asked to move to the perimeter of the safe zone and leave our gear behind. Finally ready. Two minutes until detonation. While we wait here, if you're new around here and want to improve your video skills and learn about e-wheels, then consider subscribing to my weekly tips, tests and tutorials. Final warning. What happened next was totally unreal, but as they say, seeing is believing, so let's play the footage. If we replay the footage in slow motion, you will see right after detonation, the silo starts to tilt in the planned direction, then it drops, stops, and then decides to change direction and fall the opposite way into the corner of the building behind. If we study the impact, it's actually the top of the silo that hits the library. The top is being blown out when the silo implodes on the ground. The building is a newly renovated library that took a severe corner hit, destroying 3 offices for administration. Because the building was inside the safe zone, there were only material damage to the building and no persons were injured. I have not yet been able to get a statement what caused the building to tilt in the opposite direction. What do you think caused it? Leave a comment below, but keep the comments serious because the company behind the demolition has more than 15 years of experience and many successful demolitions behind them. The preparation of this project has been going on for more than 6 months prior to the demolition. This is one of the rare cases where the building is not doing as the team behind it has calculated. Let's inspect the post-demolition zone. According to Kenneth Wicke, the owner of the local demolition service, all measurements and calculations have been made prior to the demolition to make sure that the building will go down as expected. This statement is further backed up by Johan Finsted Gjøvad from Danish Technical Demolition Association. But with a job like this, there's always a risk that it can go wrong. This is the reason why the safe zone is established to keep the public away on a safe distance. Totally crazy, and it goes without saying unexpected. This video turned out completely different than what I originally planned. I will do a follow-up episode once we know more what caused the building to fall in the wrong direction. In case you're wondering about the bright colors of the Mavic Air footage in this video, they are made by using the ND8 polarizer filter from Freewell as part of the all-day kit. You can find a link for their products in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.